Hello, Moosady here with a quick little guide on how to get started modding Slipstream. If you've ever seen my stream, you'll notice that I have like a little health bar here. The enemy we're fighting, the total crew, I had my little chatbot popping up with various bits and pieces. I've had automatic predictions. All of that is through modding the game and integrating it with some of my existing stream stuff. A quick disclaimer before we begin, this is 100% for advanced players and advanced captains. This is not something you even need to think about if you are just starting out in the game, but it's there if you want it. And also, this will obviously make your game less stable, so if you are reaching out for support or thing and you are using any of these tools, mention it. It really helps. And as always, let's start with our first little fun thing. This only works on the Steam version of the game. I've only tested it on Windows. It may work on other platforms. I don't know. But to get started, to the fun part, we'll head on over to Thunderstore. Thunderstore is the central location for all of these plugins. If I mix up plugins and mods, it's basically going to be the same thing for this video. So, to get started, we have two options. You have a choice. There are two different mod managers available here at the time of writing this. We have Gale Mod Manager and R2 Mod Man, both of which I've tested and work. To get started, we'll start with Gale because that's the prettiest of the two. Alright, go ahead and hit manual download on the Thunderstore page for Gale. You'll get a zip file and you'll just go ahead and extract that anywhere. If you look in here, we've got this Gale installer file. We'll go ahead and run that real quick. It'll give you a little pop-up. You hit run anyway. Hit next again, and begin the installation. And we have finished the installation. Perfect. Go ahead and launch Gale. It'll ask what game we wish to mod, and I would like to say Slipstream. I'm going to hit the little star so that way it appears at the top of the list. It's just making sure it knows where Steam is, it knows where the Steam library is, and where Gale is located. If you've not got any other drives or did anything weird, those should automatically fill themselves in. Go ahead and hit next, and it says you're up and running. But no mods found. Let's fix that. If you head over here to the left side, we've got Browse Thunderstore Mods. If you click on it, you got some mods available. Or plugins, depending on how you feel like phrasing it that day. So let's go ahead and download a couple. We'll grab, let's see, Slip Event with this little download button here. It automatically grabs the dependencies, MoCore and Bepinex pack. We'll grab Slip Pronouns and Slip Info. Seems like fun. That seems like enough there. And then we can head back over to Manage Profile. Here you can sort the order of the mods if you want. You can enable and disable them. So if there's one that's acting up or being funky, you can just say, please don't. And let's see, anything else I need to talk about on this page? No, but I will give you a little treat. We have a profile menu here. So if you want to have one for captaining with all your stream stuff set up and all that stuff, go ahead. And if you want one for just being a little crew, absolutely possible. Now that you got your mods all set up here, we're going to go ahead and launch the game once, clicking this launch game button here in the corner. The way this mod manager works is it will only modify the game if you launch it via that button. If you launch it via Steam, it will just be normal, which is nice. If the game's modded correctly, you'll see this little black window of scariness pop up with the word Bepinex in the title. Bepinex is how the plugins are loaded into Slipstream. Anyway, you'll notice a bunch of stuff pop up. That's both a mixture of game logs and plugin logs. You'll notice if I scroll up here, you'll see MoCore pop up. I don't think any of the developers would put Mo anywhere in there, especially not my name. I'm not that much of a problem yet. Yeah, you can see a mixture of stuff from the plugins, mixtures of stuff from the game, all that sort of fun stuff. With that, we know the game is modded. So let me show you one more thing here. I'll go ahead and quit out of the game. And because of the VM I'm in, it's going to crash the game instead. Don't worry, you're fine. We're just gonna send it on. Go away. There we go. Go ahead and X out of here, and we'll show you one more place here in Gale Mod Manager. We've got the Edit Mod Config. Sometimes mods and plugins have configuration options available to them. For example, if I head over here to Slip Event, you can see there's a couple of different categories in here for like all sorts of stuff. For these, I'd recommend checking the plugin's description on Thunderstore. That's the easiest way to tell what's going on there. So for example, if I head over here and I say I wanted to know more about Slip Info's plugin description, I scroll down here and you know lots of words and stuff. Usually there's any additional instructions here, and then I at least do my best to put configuration options in here. I, some people may put them in different spots, but that's up to them. And let's see, that should be it for Gale. Right, talked about profiles. And that should be all the bits and bobs you need for Gale. So I'll quickly run you through R2 Modman if you wish to have the alternative version. Totally fine. Go ahead and similar process, like extremely similar. Go ahead and download it. Open up that zip file. Computer, I said open up that zip file. Wow. Extract all. I know Gale is only compatible with Windows, and R2 Modman is compatible with a couple other platforms, so that may be where your decision comes in. We go ahead and run through setup here. Only for me. Install. You can select either one on that screen. If it's just you, I'd say only for me. Alright, we'll go ahead and run R2 Modman. Wait for it to launch here. Wow, look at that. Now, if I search for Slipstream Rogue Space, you'll find the same thing. I can even start, so it appears at the top of the list. I hit Select Game, and on this screen, right here, I can select a profile or create a new one. Right now, we've just got one named default, so I hit Select Profile. As you can see, there are no mods. We should fix that by heading over to the Online tab, where you can see mods. We'll go ahead and grab, let's see, Slip Event. It'll actually let us choose a version. We'll grab Slip Info. And it'll automatically manage to grabbing dependencies as well. You'll notice Bef Impacts and Milcore have already been checkmarked. If we head back over to Installed, you'll notice that they're already there. You can order the list here, and you can enable and disable mods if needed. I got that whole pop-up because I tried to disable a dependency. That's my bad. Much better. Alright. In R2 Modman, you have two big buttons over here, Start Modded and Start Vanilla. These make sure that everything's right, but in general, if you launch it via Steam, you'll load up Vanilla, and if you hit the Start Modded button, you'll launch Modded. Allow me to demonstrate. I click the Start Modded button, and there we go. The game is now loading. You'll notice the game will pop up in just a second. There it is. It was hiding. Now you'll notice this scary black window of scary text has appeared. This means the game is modded because it says BefNX up here. It's a mix of the actual game logs and any plugin logs that are added. For example, the Slip Event plugin has marked that it's compatible with the version of the game, that sort of stuff. If anything goes wrong, this will be the place to check. Alright, since that's all launched up, let's go ahead and exit out of the game here real quick, and I will show you the configuration editor for R2 Modman. Just need to wait for the game to crash itself. This is because I'm in a VM doing weird things. So I can demonstrate installing and all that sort of fun stuff. Windows, figure out that the game has crashed, please. Thank you. Alright, here we have the configuration editor. As you can see here, each plugin is listed by its configuration. This is a little more weird looking than the other one, but it's the same exact thing. Just click on the plugin you want to modify. It usually will have its name at the end. For example, let's go to Slip Event, hit Edit Config, and it gives you sections and all the options you could ever want. Those are, of course, defined by whoever made the plugin, so they can do whatever they would like. They can all do different things, very similar things. For example, Slip Info has like additional debugging and just a few settings in comparison to Slip Event. Let's see, the only other thing useful to note here is if I head to settings, we'll find a couple of options here. The important one for you is copy log file contents to clipboard, which means if something goes wrong and your mods start crashing and weird things happen, then that's the button you want to click and send it to your mod makers, these people, whoever is here, because something went wrong there. And these would be the people to contact first, because we don't want to have the devs do extra work when it's just a mod issue. Remember this, I forgot to show that on Gale, so I'll pop up Gale here real quick and I'll show you in there where the same thing is. If I head over here to the game, I go ahead and hit File, there's Open Game Log. You click that and you'll get the game log. It's that easy. Let's see. I think that's all you need to know to get started with modding. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below and I will do my best to answer them, or reach out via Discord. You'll know where to find me. But yeah, stay tuned because soon will be the modder tutorial. Alright, see you next time.